Hey everyone, it's the beginning of a new month. It's also the end of the previous month, and we are doing a lot of things at Arkency. So let me share with you some of the details here. One thing we're working on is called browser for Rails Event Store, which is a JavaScript, actually Elm based browser for the events of your Rails application. So if you don't use Rails, it doesn't really matter. Overall, we tend to build our applications right now with events, and it's good to be able to review those events. And Pavel and Shimon, they worked together on this Elm piece of code, which I never used. So for me, it's a new language. Seems to be pretty nice and elegant. I really like when the elegance of this code here so far. I will share more details about what we're building in next videos, but so far it seems to be, at least at the code level, very nice. The concept of Monorepos is something that I didn't know is a thing actually, and there is a website called Trunk-Based Development, which is also about what I think is what I'm really a big fan of. I'm not a huge fan of branches in the code base. I mean the Git branches, for example. So I think this is very close to what I like, and seems to be together with what we also have chosen at Arkency for some of our projects. Like we also built a monorepo. So why we follow the Rails repo structure in Rails Event Store? Rails repo is also a monorepo of several libraries, and we did the same with our Rails Event Store approach. Now that we have one repository for all, so this is a nice philosophy here, and you can see it how it's described. It's the end of the September, so we also are summarizing how it went with the sales and what kind of products we are selling. Our approach to products is to have a really wide offer of products targeted to one group of developers, which is mostly to Ruby developers. But also we have books like Blogging for Busy Programmers, Async Remote, which is about remote work. We have React.js by example, which is an introduction to React.js, how to start well. But mostly it's about Rails, including the workshops, including the new book called Domain-Driven Rails, which we now relaunch. We're doing a new launch because we have new chapters. But as you see, workshops, they also make us some part of it. Overall, the strategy is not to rely on one product. As you can see, it's really nicely distributed. Some products, they don't sell every month. Some products sell every month. And as for the workshops, we received some of the Berlin edition of the workshop, which happened last month, some feedback, and it's really cool to see this kind of feedback that everyone would like to recommend this workshop for coworkers and friends, which is one of the goals. If we do it right, people recommend it. It will be much easier to find new clients. And the next edition is in London, so if you know anyone interested in Rails and domain-driven design, which I think is very good for every developer to learn more about the domains, we are doing it in 16-17 November in London. The current price is 519, but the prices will go up soon. And when it comes to workshops, we are also getting better and better in creating checklists and processes of what the things should look like so that we don't forget them about the workshops. So far we've had 5 editions of the workshops. The London one will be the 6th one. So it's good to have really a long list of things that we should follow. And on other news, I am preparing to build a website for myself, not for the Arkency website, but this time I want to build a website for myself as a programmer, but also as a business person, as a public speaker, as someone who can help businesses, as someone who also does public speaking and is writing books. This is Michał Śliwiński, if you don't know him. He's the creator of Nozbe, and I was looking at his website as one example of someone who is consciously building his brand, and I really like it. So if you know, maybe one of you know like interesting and good professional looking websites for people who want to like brand themselves a little bit, let me know. I would love to have a look at some nice websites and steal or borrow some ideas. The last thing, if you want to meet me, Białystok Programistok is a really cool conference here in Poland, and next weekend I will be there, Friday and Saturday. So that's a cool opportunity to high five, to maybe have a beer together. Feel free to ask me questions or just come and don't be afraid of me. I'm really looking forward to that weekend. So that's it for today. Let's start the October very strongly. I hope those videos are bringing you some value. So I'll try to keep up with this new habit of mine, which is not that easy. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.